Our forces stand ready. We now control the Sacral Infestation, our newest city built from the ruins of Arculis. We have feasted upon the Jadur Shadal, and now we move against the remainder of their scattered cities. We will consume them as well. To the south, the free city of Stol threatens us. They will be dealt with in time as well. All will join the feast, willingly or otherwise. Welcome, everybody. It is the Ash Heritor, and let's play some Age of Wonders 4. Alright, so we need to make for Sol. Sol is the first threat. Pentacle right now, that's the Jadur Shadal free city that remains after our destruction of their parent civilization. They can wait. After all, they didn't just attack us. So we will advance. I'm going to move Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm, to control the garrison here in the Sacral Infestation. He deserves a break from the conquest. He fought well, he fought hard, but for now, he's going to rest. Our forces will advance. We have another army up here that, let's actually move them back into position. Our troops up here are going to all amass around the Sacral Infestation, because it is currently, you know, it could be threatened. Right, now, we have room to expand. We're actually going to start expanding this way to the Tower of Torment, because we need it. So, here we could build a conduit in the the Fireforged Stone, granting us plus 5 mana and 20 production. This would grant us plus 5 research and 20 production. Or farm would grant us plus 8 food and 20 production. I think... Ooh, the research... We gotta take the research where we can. As much as I want more mana, our mana is right now doing fine, but that's also because we took a lot of casualties. Unnecessary casualties, mind you. Hopefully we can prevent that again. What is the Fireforged Stone, actually? I don't think we've read the lore on these. Fireforged stones are said to be the remnants of a volcano's heart. They emanate heat eternally, resisting all attempts to quench their warmth. Weapons can be more efficiently forged when using the magically enhanced temperature of these stones. Okay, unique global effect. Units cost 20% less draft. That's really good. So if we can get a lot of those, that'd be really cool. I wonder if you can make units cost 0 draft. Probably not. It probably has diminishing returns, I would imagine. And that is just a free Ice Spider Matriarch that we got from colonizing this area. Alright. Won't hear me complaining. And we have also collected the collection bonus, the Rings of Binding. Oh. If we have all 3, we apparently, all of our heroes gain plus 1 defense, plus 1 resistance, and plus 10% bonus damage. That's really cool. So, if we can catch 1 Haste Berry, we'll get plus 10 Imperium from our collecting effect from Imperial Essence. And then, from our liquids here, if we can get 1 Tranquility Pool, all of our research nodes will gain... Wait, all mana resource nodes gain plus 10 knowledge and mana. That's incredible. Alright. Tranquility pools. No. I thought this was a tranquility pool. That is a silver pond. Wonder where we're going to find one of those. We got to keep an eye out. Alright. Well, our fire giant here going to hold position. Unfortunately, there's not really anything we can do to build right now, so we're just going to keep defensive at the moment. Let's move all of our forces into here just to guard the city down there. Our scouts are venturing around. You're going to hold for the moment. So we've made our way here, but this place, unless we can excavate through here, but this excavation's only going to lead us further up. That is not what I need. I need to go down. Which means our scouts are actually going to have to retreat, which is very unfortunate. Okay, you cannot move. Okay. Nor can you. Why are you saying order required? Yeah, because I can move, technically. You hold position. We can summon Astral Serpents. Perhaps I will. Question is, where do I summon some astral serpents? I do like the astral serpents. Let's actually head underground. Because I think I'm going to give my new hero here. Where's it at? Here it is. We're going to give him an astral serpent. And we can summon another greater animal, which hopefully will be a spider. That is a vampire spider matriarch. That's cool stuff. So, let's immediately get another greater animal to summon. It's going to take a turn. And what else? I'm not really keen on the Chaos Eaters. Thank you to the comment saying that you also weren't terribly keen on Chaos Eaters. So maybe it's not me. Maybe it's just Chaos Eaters are kind of bad. In which case, we're going to ignore them. Unfortunately. I was kind of looking forward to it. Can I abort this and get my mana back? Let's see if this works. It does. Alright. Cool. So, we get that back. I could summon another Watcher in right here. Perhaps we should do that. I would like to have Watchers in all of my armies. I will actually move the piggies out again. And then we just need one more troop in this army, and we're ready to go. We got 2 spiders. We got a knight, a dark knight, basically ready in 2 turns. And then this army will be ready to move. So, piggies here, you're going to hold ground, and we're going to end our turn. Our spiderweb research is done, so we will be able to now cast web as a spell. And we could get ourselves a new tome. Not chaos channeling, doesn't look like anything we would want. Demons, nah. I know there's the whole, like, demon spider thing, you know, Loft and all that from D&D, and yeah, my civilization is a little bit drow-like, but I didn't actually intend them to be drow-like. I think I mentioned it earlier in the series, is I am also an author myself, and am creating a tabletop role-playing game on the side. Both set in worlds that are actually linked together very loosely in kind of an overarching metaverse, and within the tabletop role-playing world of Telus, there is a subterranean Arachnid faction that I kind of loosely inspired this off of. They're actually way less horrifying than what I've created for this. They're actually very just isolationist and tend not to get involved in the affairs of the surface. But they're actually like spiders with people, humans, and other species that worship the spiders. Because, yeah, these spiders are very interesting. They're not regular spiders. But so yeah, this civilization I've made is not actually inspired by the Drow. There's just a lot of obvious, you know, similarities, given that we're subterranean and we have something to do with spiders. But no, there will be no demons and there will be no undead in this civilization. So I'm just looking through these tomes here. The ones I'm looking for the most here, we have the Tome of the Great Mire, which looks pretty cool. I kind of like the idea of, you know, just blight and enervation and plagues and all that. Looks kind of fun. Another one that looks kind of interesting, actually, which is very different from what we had before, would be the Tome of Subjugation. We would be able to do Subjugating Raids, which is a siege project, which would decrease the morale of enemies during a siege. I like that. That actually has some pretty cool connection with us. Now, like, it doesn't work with our affinities, but I don't care. The Tyrant Knight. I like the sound of this. Tier 5 Spider Rider unit. It's a Spider Rider unit because we have the Spider affinity. If you have any other affinity, it's not riding a spider. Final Ultimatum. On a target enemy routing unit, inflicts 90% chance of becoming permanently mind-controlled. Ooh, if resisted, the unit dies. Oh my god. And if successful, it gains 60 morale. So we just seize control. That's really cool. Intimidating Aura. Grants enchanted units. Oh, this is awesome with Joy Siphoners. Fuck yeah, man. Alright. And extra gold. Okay. Can only be built in cities of another race. Ooh. This may change our way of doing things. We might start subjugating. You know what? We're gonna go with this. This is different from what we were doing before.
To the righteous is given the duty of bringing light unto those still in the dark. Whoever takes on this duty shall be granted the right of might.
I like that part.
The errant seed must be ground beneath the heel of virtue before it can grow. Your enemies may cower at first, but your armies shall be ever emboldened by their glorious purpose.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. So, I don't think we actually clicked that. I mean, I clicked it twice, but... Yeah, you want to, actually do what... There we go. Okay. Sometimes. Alright, let's send our Lesser Fire Spirit up. Actually, what is the cost on that? Just 5 mana upkeep. It's a tier 1 unit. Magma Spirit. I don't know if I actually need this. Like, it's just, it's kind of a, yeah. I don't need it. Alright, Cenarix. This is not Cenarix. This is Lorath Unfound, my new hero. We are going to search for ways to, head south. So I think what we're going to have to do is come through here and then make our way down this way, which hopefully will lead us to new and uncharted caverns. So we can set production here in the Spinner's Feast. We have a lot of money. We're earning a ton of money. We need mana. I said I was going to invest in mana in the last episode and then didn't, so I will do that here. We'll build a monolith. Glory to the monolith. Because our Overlord's Tower is already going, right? Yeah. Ooh, Spider Lair, though. No, mana first, then Spider Lair. We have 175 left. Is there anywhere else that I can build things? We're still constructing an Overlord's Tower here. Though, let's get our big ol' spider down. Why don't you come in with the teleporter and teleport to... We don't have a teleporter in the Sacral Infestation. Okay. Then we're not going to use the teleporter for this. We're just going to have to march manually, and we're going to head over that way. However, Ashna Shadowbiter will lead the attack to the south, along with the Curseweaver. Ooh, Curseweaver's troops are still in kind of rough shape, so actually I should have probably pulled back. Well, this army, Mount Lisa's troops are also kind of in rough shape, so we're just going to move into friendly territory and hold there for a little bit. New Empire development skills available. We have 340. I would like to increase this further. Oh, I should have taken that before raising cities from the Spoils of Destruction. Raising cities yields plus 20 permanent gold income. That's kind of cool. Plus 1 siege slot. I like that. You know, I'm actually going to take that right now. So we can summon another greater animal somewhere. Perhaps we can... No, I won't do that down in the depth right now. We're just going to hold this one in reserve. What I'm also going to get ready is another Watcher, I believe. Just so that we have armies ready to move at a moment's notice. Scouts down here. You are building a road, so you're going to build a road this way, and you are going to immediately start making your way up in this direction. Great. We have one more turn before our Dark Knight here is going to be ready, so I'm actually going to move them off there and hold position there, and I'll put the piggies actually in the city, so that I don't forget to do that later. You're holding here, unfortunately. Actually, can I move one over and bring you in to this territory? I cannot. Okay. So we're gonna have to wait there. So yeah, unfortunately, that is kind of a dangerous... Is it dangerous, actually? No, not really. It's a bunch of tier 1 and 2 units. Asha can deal with that herself, I think. It's got a Dark Knight, 2 Watchers, a bunch of Warlocks. See, I would like to be able to cast a strategic map heal, but I don't have that, unfortunately. I know we can get it. It's just not one of the tomes that we have. Regrettably. That's okay. We could get some headhunters here. I'm kind of interested to try them out, or we could try and or start recruiting some more Dark Knights. you know, we are the Spider faction. Let's get more Dark Knights. We may as well. Let's recruit another Dark Knight in Arachnid's Vale and end our turn. Alright, so our troops will advance to the locations that they need to be. Arachnid's Vale can annex another province already. Okay, so this is going pretty fast. We have a ton of food, so it makes sense. We can build a research post here. There's a mana deposit. I would like to get more mana, but at the same time, research is research. Gotta get it where we can. And then with the next one, we'll take these sheep here. We will use them to build spider nests. And the spinner's nests can also annex more. Unfortunately, there's nothing to annex, because... Ooh, actually, there is. Let's be reasonable about this. 'Cause I can totally dig that out and hopefully create another little territory right there to annex. It won't be a good one, in all likelihood. It'll probably just be another forester, but, you know, that should be fine. Should be just fine. As long as it's something. Our scouts will move to the position they need to get to. As for you, are you going all the way down this way? What do we have down here? Nothing. Nowhere to go. Okay, so don't go that way, go that way. And you are going to continue building a road. So Lorath Unfound is currently our glorious road builder. A very, you know, important job. It is actually a very important job. It's just not the most glamorous job when you compare it to, you know, conquering and all that type of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna pull the Curse Weaver back. My apologies. A little bit of a mistake there. However, I think we can just attack. Ooh, they do have another army here, though. Maybe I strike? What have we? 2 blobs. We are heavily outnumbered. If this comes down to a fight, we're gonna have a big problem. Well, actually, I don't think we will have a big problem. I think we'll be able to slaughter them. But there are other things we can do to mitigate that. Like conjuring a spirit wolf. Not what I wanted, but what I got. And we will conjure a watcher in that army as well. And, you know, let's summon another greater animal. Should immediately come in. Bam. 2 spirit wolves. Okay, they're entirely sacrificial. But this should allow us to weather whatever attack we're up against. We could even preemptively engage here. Indeed, we can. Perfect. Initiate auto combat. We can just wipe these 2 armies out. No casualties? Perfect. So then we can begin the siege. At least 1 hero is required to begin the siege. Well, next turn then. Move the Spirit Wolf back. We have this army up here. You're going to move into friendly territory to heal. She is now fully healed up, so she is going to head south. Does Shadowbiter need assistance in taking this, in taking Soul? I don't think so. I think we move straight to Pentacle when the time comes. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, our road building scouts here are going to build more roads just to connect these 2 territories together so we can move more quickly through there in the future, should that be necessary. And here we're going to move and excavate that just as soon as we can. We got ourselves another piglet. Hell piglet, I should say. The Hell Pig is going to come and contribute to the garrison as its kind is wont to do. So, let's immediately get another greater animal in the queue, and an astral serpent as well. I think these both go in the queue? No, they don't. Okay, greater animal first then. And that will be that, unless there's something I want to do here. No, there is, however, money that needs to be spent on building upgrades. Okay, so the Apex is almost done. Alright. The channeling chamber could be a good investment. For getting more knowledge income could also be really good. So that's a lot of knowledge income. I would like... No, we don't need the estate hall. Channeling chamber? No, we need more mana first, but I can't get more mana. Unless we get, Heroes in the Crypts. Grant +2 mana. So, there was an interesting comment that suggested that instead of just eating all the heroes that come into our crypts, we could actually use their husks as incubators for, or as basically, you know, shells to create new spiderlings, which those spiders would in turn generate us mana. And I kind of like the idea, so maybe we will have... We'll amass some enemy heroes in crypts, which will be fun. So we definitely we need to sort out our mana situation ASAP, but we are working on that. Alright, now we will end our turn. Clash of Claims. I thought it said Clash of Clans. I'm like, oh no, not that mobile game. Anyways, Seer Tarisha, Arc-Wielder of Pentacle, approaches you to settle a territorial dispute. I have my own intentions on how to settle this territorial dispute. We of Sacral Infestation are impressed by the expanse of your Unbeheld, Seer. Although it now seems that we have a misunderstanding considering one of your possible territorial claims. She clears her throat. Wait, she's part of Sacral Infestation. No, she's of Pentacle. Was Pentacle the city that... I'm confused. That's mine. Wait. No, I am very confused. Anyways, my city, Pentacle, is rapidly expanding. We need more space for our people. The area in question was claimed by us for that reason. We of the... I'm confused at this, and then she says, my city, Pentacle. We humbly request that you leave the forest near Sacral Infestation for Pentacle. Thank you for, disclosing which area I must claim for my empire. Wonderful. New forest for us. Good stuff. Did that actually join us? It did not. I thought it would annex that. Weird event. Star Trail has sent a war party. Yeah. So where's Star Trail? I reckon we'll find them soon enough. Alright, we have completed the Tyrant Knight. Wonderful. Heavy shock unit. And then we will get Intimidating Aura. And a treaty has expired. A treaty with Leofric Shale has ended. Truce. Good to know. Now we can go to war with him again. We can summon an Astral Serpent at some point, but... Oh, hello. You just conjured an army out of your ass. Or maybe it was down here somewhere. I don't know. All of a sudden... I definitely do need to have troops move down here, because that is no longer a simple conquest. So, we will retreat, so that all of our forces can move as one. Malisa can advance in their wake. Sounds good. And our Ice Spider Matriarch is going to move down here. I think I'm actually going to move her into Synarix's army. So what I'm going to do is move the Astral Serpent into Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm's army, and Synarix will get another Ice Spider Matriarch. Oh my god. So she's got her, like, elite bodyguard of Shadow Legionnaires, and then this is her main army, just giant spiders and horrible eyeball things. I love it. Okay. Scouts. Scouts, are you going down this way? No. This, we checked that already in the last segment. So, that is a definite no. However, here, we will definitely be making some advancements through these territories. Good. Okay. And we will do some road building right here, and then we are going to actually excavate this area out. Oh, there's even another one up there, though that's not going to connect to this region. So hopefully, once we dig that out, we will actually be able to expand further into the region. We have finished our Astral Serpents and Greater Animals. Okay, so it does queue up. Where does it say where it queues up? Who cares? Let's get another Watcher ready to go. We've got a bunch of spells ready in case that is required. We have a ton of money, so there's a couple of things I need to do. First and foremost, we need to rectify a situation here in the Sacral Infestation, and that situation is we need a teleporter. So, now the question is, where do I put this teleporter? I think I'm going to put it here in this Forester. Although I would like to get another Forester so that we can build a spider hive as soon as we can. So, maybe I don't do that, and I replace a farm instead. Yeah, let's just replace this farm right here. It's right next to the city, so we'll drop that right there. And then we'll have a teleporter ready to go. We're looking fine. Okay, Caustic Worm needs an army. So what are these Tyrant Knights? They have 3 Imperium upkeep. They cost quite a bit of gold upkeep. And a little bit of magic upkeep. But otherwise, they look really cool. However, perhaps not in Caustic Worm, Son of Caustic Worm's army. He'll be leading a force of beasts, after all. Right, we got some spiders. I would like to recruit more here, but I don't think I need any of these units, so we're going to hold off. I do want to recruit Tyrant Knights. The question is, where? I guess for now we hold off and focus our money on actually building city improvements. Overlord Tower is 3 turns away from being finished. I really wish the arrow keys for cycling through cities were always in the same place. It's a little bit of a annoyance. It's not a big annoyance. Very small one. So we could construct a seed down here. Ooh, that's really good. Combat summoning spells in domain cost no mana. So we could replace that Forester down there. Let's do that. It's also going to grant us more mana. Okay, so that's going to be fine then. We will be ready to move on to the next turn and see what happens. Star Trail has wisely ceased aggression against us. That is a very good move. They are under the Overlord Leofric Shale, so we cannot move against them directly. Which means what I will likely do, once I have more Whispering Stones, is give them Whispering Stones to siphon resources from them. But this is good. This means we will not be attacked by them, and that means we can save them for later. This will not spare them, mind you. And another war has ended. Leofric Shale and Virenwe the Radiant have ceased. No, they've broken their alliance. Okay. Interesting. Okay, orders required down here. Yep, we head south. I wanted to get my scouts to do this, but unfortunately, it's just, you know, our scouts were too slow. So our main troops are the ones that are doing this now. Okay, everybody advance towards Seoul. We will make our move. Since we're just going to raise this area, I think it's fine if we just pillage. Can I pillage? Requires an army. I'm pretty sure I have an army here. So, like, requires an army. Maybe I need to use this and then click on it. Now? Pillage. Okay. That's strange. Let's just forget that happened. Good. We have cleared this place out. I don't think we're going to be able to expand there, though, unfortunately. It's not big enough. God, the underground is a, This is food, right? That's food. I don't need food in this city, but okay. Guess we got more food in this city. Well, Einbis Unfound is ready. She can move her glorious army of sinister monstrosities into a position. think we're going to move her to a teleporter and send her elsewhere. So, what I want to do is basically send my scouting force down here, because down here, we should be smack dab in the middle of Mustafa ibn Nazir's territory, and hopefully there's going to be a, ooh, what the hell is happening up there? Hopefully there's going to be an underworld exit somewhere around there, so then we can launch our attack from below once we build an outpost with a teleporter. Okay, we can drop some watchers. We don't need them right now, so we're going to hold off on that. And I may as well ready a destructive regrowth, so that we can spam out all kinds of magic when the time is right. Though I need to stabilize the amount of magic that I'm using, so that I actually have some to cast in combat when needed. That is something we're currently missing. Okay, our forces here are going to actually... Are you going to move towards Pentacle? No, you're going to hold off on the border right here. Just stand there and menace them, you know? Stay in neutral territory? That's fine. An Asha Shadowbiter. Do we want to engage yet? I don't think so. Oh, their other army is down there now. Perhaps we should engage. Let's begin the siege. So we have 3 siege projects. We can, of course, harass the defenders. Inflict some damage onto them. Could be good. Construct onagers. Break battlements. Undermine the walls. Sabotage support. No support effect will be present to aid the defender in battle. Like, what's a support effect? We don't know. But let's break the battlements. Let's harass the defenders. And let's construct some onagers. It's going to be expensive. It's going to use all of our money. But that's fine. And hopefully we'll be able to fight this out without any further issue. Okay, spells ready to launch. Nothing to go. Then let's end our turn and wait for the Siege of Seoul to finish. Intimidating Aura has completed. Fantastic. Now, I'm not a fan of any of these, so unfortunately I'm going to have to spend some of my hard-earned mana to switch these out, because I don't want any of these units. They don't really work with my faction here. Neither does any of this, regrettably. I'll take Havoc Magic, I guess. It's just going to take 2 turns. Gotta do something, right? Alright. We'll continue constructing a road to get down there, whereas our spiders will follow, or our scouts will follow in Lorath Unfound's wake. Our regrettably disappointing excavation didn't amount to anything, so we will instead head to... Do we head to the Spinner's Feast, or to... Let's head to Arachnid's Vale. Yes? Not enough move points. Okay. And then we wait. Meanwhile, our armies here are going to amass around their siege force, which will be good stuff. Wonderful. We should be able to win that very easily. Meanwhile, our force here, the Oracle is going to have a look and see what the enemy has there. It's a lot of tier 3 units, mostly ranged units. We could defeat that. But I'll hold off. I'll wait till we have proper support. Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm, could move in to provide some support. What I will do is send our Dark Knight down, because that's a good unit. Whereas the rest of these units can just stay in the garrison. And then we can amass some troops down here. Now, how is the construction going? Everywhere? Just checking. We need that monolith. Okay, Warlord Tower done in 1 turn. We are going to next construct a shrine. We absolutely need more mana, so... that is top priority. And that'll be our turn. Very quick. They ride out to meet us. They ride out to die. We could fight this manually, but let's see what the auto-resolve gives us first. I think this will be an easy fight against this relatively small free city, but if we lose any units, I may manually fight it, or if we lose anything that matters, I should say. There's some units I don't particularly care about, but no, we are good. We lost nothing. And the free city will fall to us. So, now we can begin the process. What are we going to do here? I believe we can attack the city walls and take the city now. We could, conquer it directly, but let's not. I feel like we should raise it, but before we raise it, let's make sure that we increase our gold income permanently. It'll give us 975 gold. That's a lot of money. The city of Funneled Web can annex another province. Good stuff. Why don't you annex this forester here? We need to take Blade Hollow. Like, soon. Alright. Our Overlord's Tower here is nearly completed, so we will also build a shrine right here. That'll only take one turn, so we may as well queue something else up since we have the money for that. Let's see here. A library for extra... No, we'll queue up a mana obelisk. So, should go quickly. City stronghold here, almost done. We've got a ton of money. I'm going to hold on to it, though. One more turn for the shrine here in Arachnid's Vale. We will also queue up a mana obelisk. All of this should help. And we could start getting some of these, like a Doom Depth Trench, for example. We could throw this in somewhere in place of... I don't know. I don't want to remove any of my farms, because we can still expand quite a bit here. I could replace a quarry. Might be the best option. Okay. Or we do an herbalist. Herbalist will give us food. So we could drop like an herbalist. Is this per adjacent friendly province? No, just per adjacent province. Oh, in domain. Okay. So, looking here, for example, this is a farm. That's a forest. That's a forest. This is... Can I just click on the province like the other ones? It's just a wonder. Okay. So then, the best place would be to actually, like, remove this research post. I could do that. Wrong button. And drop an herbalist right there. Let's actually do that, because this will allow this to expand even faster. It'll give quite a bit of extra mana and food as well, so... We'll drop that there. It'll take 2 turns. After everything else that needs to be done, of course. So, our troops down here are going to continue their exploration, while our scouts are going to move in pursuit. New Empire Development skill available. We've collected some remains, so for now, we can actually leave these in the crypts, unless they've got some really good items. Well, as it turns out, you have some pretty good items. I think I want to eat him. You, though, just a bunch of tier 1 items. Nothing really to be concerned about. So we're going to leave you in the crypt. However, you, we're going to sell, or Lycoros Lightweaver, we're going to sell his remains. So that all of his stuff will go into our hero arsenal, which we can now... have a quick look at, because that was some good gear. So the Boots of Freedom would allow her to move very fast and become immobilized, or immune to immobilization and slow. Sounds good to me. Speed is one of her issues, I should say, considering everyone else is mounted. Or, no, better yet, we give that to Asha Shadowbiter. Just to make sure that, like, nothing can stop her. There we go. So the helmet you're getting increases your melee attack damage by 10. This would increase your accuracy. We don't need to worry about accuracy so much. We've got a lot of characters with that, though. So you have this, the Visor of Farsight. +1 vision range, not so important. I think, actually, we keep that on you because it's thematic. But Mount Lisa, we have you with the Crown of Ruin, granting you 3 status resistance. Or, no, you're 1 resistance and your magic attacks ignore 3 status resistance. You are my main offensive caster, right? I think so. What skills do you have, actually? Learned. Kind of. She's like a part leader. Yeah, she is. So we're going to leave that on her. What we can do is give her the these quizzes instead, then. And Lorath Unfound, do we have... We already have a Mask of Precision on you. Very good. You do not have a mount. Let's fix that. Now you have a mount. And Einbiss Unfound. You also have a mount. You're a melee character. We don't really need to give you a Mask of Precision. And I'd rather give you the Wand of Poison Darts. And a Cloud in a Bottle, just to clear out enemies. Because you're not really a caster, so... Ring of Endurance, +2 status resistance. I mean, we have you with the Ring of Murder, but you're basically a tank, so I'm actually going to switch that out with the Ring of Endurance. And here, we have Breastplate of the Champion, which we will keep. Lorath Unfound, though, you do not have all that good of armor. You just have the standard Breastplate of Vitality, which we could give you this. So grant you +1 defense, charge resistance would be good, and Quillhide. Melee attackers sustain 3 physical damage per attack. Is it better? Not really. I feel like this is going to be better considering she's mostly going to be getting shot at. Perhaps you, though. Instead of the Robes of Resistance, we could give you... No, we keep you with robes. Alright, it's fine. We'll get another hero eventually, so we'll hold on to those items for now. Our Tyrant Knight is going to move here and join up with Caustic Worm. Oh no! Now he's General. We can't have that. Caustic Worm must always lead an army. His tactical prowess is too great. Okay, so while our forces continue their raising of territories here, let's move ourselves into position so where we can attack Pentacle. We've found ourselves a Dire Penguin. You will join this force down here. Looking good. You're going to stay here. Could we launch this siege already? There's probably another army. Let's just trespass. I don't care. It's a very small force. I could already start this siege, I think. So I reckon we can win that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I should not do that. I'll just wait. Let's not get too impetuous. Okay, don't need that right now. We don't have quite enough. We have ourselves... Ah, we did get the, this Forester here. What are we gonna do with this spider? Move you back into that garrison. Okay, building's under construction. Everything's looking good. Let's end our turn. Wealth beyond measure. The chairman of the Unbeheld Council approaches you with a glimmer of greed in his eyes.
These are truly blessed times for us, the Unbeheld. We prosper as things of beauty and worth are kept safe within the divine treasury of your making, O oracular seer. Other empires look at us with envy, for they can only dream of the material bliss we safeguard and enjoy. By decree of our council, we wish to establish a custom of pilgrimage to the Imperial Horde, so that all the Unbeheld may marvel at its glittering beauty.
Gold is so dear to the council, surely a generous donation would change your minds. We don't want to do that. Mark of the Horde. We've gained +1 Materium Affinity, which we do not have. Cities of this race gain +1 stability for each 50 gold in their controller's global gold reserve, up to 30 stability. Okay. Cities of this race generate -1 gold for each population they have. Filthy. Worshipping riches is folly. I will not encourage the greed of the Unbeheld. We would lose a bunch of stability, and all free cities of the Unbeheld would lose 300 relations for 18 turns. Ugh, filthy, but that's what we're doing. I will not encourage greed. We're not greedy people. We serve the will of the Spinner in Darkness. Spinner in Darkness decides what kind of people we are, and that is that we are not greedy. So, we advance. Now, we will trespass. If they didn't know what was coming, surely they know what's coming now. That's going to be raised in 3 turns. That's fine, we'll let it raise itself. And we have completed Havoc Magic, so, again, things I don't really want. Incite Revolution would be okay. It loses a border province and the population is lost. Would spawn a brigand camp. That's kind of cool, though. But it's not really our theme. So instead, we'll get Subjugating Raid, because that is actually what I wanted. Scouts, advance! Ooh, we have actually almost caught up. That's good. Soon enough, our scouts will be able to actually do the scouting rather than the following. Okay, our troops here are going to hold position. And we have completed our shrine. We are now working hard on a mana obelisk. What can we build from there? We could get ready to construct this into a black palace. This one will actually need to become a black palace because we need the annexation range so that we can annex the Tower of Torment. So Arachnid's Vale will become one of our most strong cities. Here we're looking good. Let's queue up a monolith to further increase our mana income. Our mana income's already starting to look quite a bit better, so that's good. And now let's actually do our teleporting. So warp up to Arachnid's Vale. Thank you very much. You are now in good position. Unfortunately, that does use all of our movement. However, there is an Imperium benefit that we can get that will make our teleportation a little bit better. Alright, let's move the Seer down here so that all of our forces can kind of move as a one. And our Tyrant Knight, you're going to advance here and join up with one of our other forces, because I think we can probably drop some Watchers, or even, you know, maybe a Gortus Piglet out of this army. I want to actually, once we're done with this siege here, consolidate my armies and create kind of a, some more thematic armies than rather just blobs of units altogether. Random unit blobs, I should say. Alright. City of Funneled Webs has produced its shrine, putting our mana income up to 93, which is looking good. Grix's Heart-Eater is withdrawn to the Astral Void. Interesting. Okay, so she is currently getting trounced by someone. All good to me. Let our enemies fight amongst themselves. Another ruler was denounced. Who was denounced who? Leofric Shale has crossed Virenwe the Radiant. Good, good. Other rulers have forged an alliance. Okay. Well, apparently they also allied together. Even though they've crossed each other. Seems like a good start to a relationship. I wish you guys the best. I don't, actually. That is a lie. I wish you both doom. Declare war. Yeah, war. Oh, fuck. Hold on. This would be against Leofric Shale. Shit. He has control of Pentacle. Okay, fine. We withdraw. I didn't... Of course, that's sitting right there. Didn't see that. Abort. Okay. Then we're heading back to the Sacral Infestation. Our teleporter should be done soon. So, once that's done... then, we're gonna move against Grix's Heart-Eater. Like, she's losing. Has just withdrawn to the Astral Void, which means she's taking losses in battle. Which kind of tells me now is a good time to strike. So I'd like to remove Blade Hollow so that the City of Funneled Web can expand into the territory controlled by Blade Hollow. And then, of course, I would also like to remove Avernos from the picture. All of these city-states must die. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate that that we wasted a bit of time there because I didn't see that. But, you know, these things happen. My apologies. Okay, so we're gonna advance here with Ein bis Unfound to Avernus. Not alone he isn't. That is a frightening army. And down here in the deeps, we will continue our adventures. Perhaps I should clear this out with one of the scouts and just send them that way. Right now, we are sending one of our forces down here. Hopefully find a an underworld entrance for us. A good one. So, how are we looking here? Should we start queuing anything else up? I don't think so. We have 3 turns here. I'd rather queue something up here. The Spinner's Feast. There's still plenty of territory for the Spinner's Feast to expand into. So what I'm going to actually do is build an estate hall to expedite that process. I could hurry production in places. We could do that. Here in Arachnid's Vale, perhaps. Queue up the monolith. Spend 470 to increase production time by 2 turns. Doesn't really seem worth it. Nor does this. Nor does any of this. The teleporter would be the only thing that's worth it, but let's just queue some stuff up. Let's queue up a mana obelisk. And, yeah, we'll just have to wait a couple of turns here. Our Dark Knight could join up with one of our other armies, but at this point, it can't really move much. So, we're just gonna have it hang out here for now, and end our turn. Marvelous. Our subjugating raid is complete perfectly in time for our next selection of wars. And we have ourselves a new tome. Golden Horde. Summons a full army of random, non-scout tier 1 units. I like the name, the Golden Horde. If you like medieval history, you'll know why. But unfortunately it doesn't really have anything to do with Mongols, so I'm not actually interested. Alright, well, there's the Great Mire, but let's actually check our tome library, because there's some other tomes from further back that I think I want to have a look at as well. I love that you can actually get tomes from before. So there's the Tome of the Swamps, there's the Tome of Blight, and there's the Tome of Witchcraft. All from mods, by the way. So the Witchcraft one will be really quick to grab. I think it would be kind of cool. There's some nice little things here. We will be able to unlock the Witch unit, which is a tier 2 unit. It's not all that good, I guess, but it can conjure tier 1 animals. And we would have Poison Magic. Makes the base magic attacks of enchanted units deal +2 blight damage, increasing further blight damage, which I kind of like. So we're going to take this, and we're going to be able to just blow through this really quickly. And if we get our magic income to be super high, we should be just fine. Ooh. Cult Accord. Target race makes an occult pact with an ancient being. This is a minor race transformation. I mean, we are... It would be -2 to status resistance, but plus 20% damage. Or Evil Eye. Target enemy unit is dealt 10 frost damage and gets a curse with foul magic, inflicting 2 jinxed, which lowers status resistance by 1, and 2 misfortune, which adds fumble chance. So that basically, when an enemy fumbles attack, they reduce their damage by 50%. That's good. All of these are, like, thematic. So I think I'm going to take Occult Accord. That sounds kind of interesting. And speaking of enchantments, because we do have Intimidation Aura, we're going to do. So let's enchant our troops. I think this is going to enchant everything, right? Yeah, it's going to enchant our entire army. What's this going to do to our mana income? Total unit mana upkeep will be increased by 70. Fine. Okay, no, never mind. It didn't do quite as much as I thought it would. Still, this is why we're building mana stuff all over the place. So our guys now have Intimidating Aura, and Call the Weak, and Cruel Weaponry, and Joy Siphoners, and Poison Blades. We're looking pretty cool. All kinds of stuff. This is the Intimidating Aura, this nice hellish red glow that we got going on here. I dig it. So, as our troops retreat from Leofric Shale's territory, You know, this was just a mobilization, you know, a bit of intimidation tactics, that was all. We give them a display of might, and, you know, they're sure to be intimidated now. So, let's make sure we have a good army here. So all of our troops have advanced up to here. We still have another turn before we can actually, like, amass everything together. So what I'm going to do is move these 2 units to here. I'm going to move that there. I'm going to ditch these 2, because I don't need them. They're just expensive. They cost a ton of mana. So these Spirit Wolves can go. They also are not thematically... You cost too much gold and too much mana. It does look cool. And it's, you know, it's a meme, but it doesn't really fit with our army, so it's also leaving. It's going to help out our mana quite a bit. And Tyrant Knight here is with General Caustic Worm. We're going to have to sort that out, because Caustic Worm, of course, is going to need to lead his own army. So we'll have Caustic Worm perhaps with a bunch of Tier 2 units to make sure that he's always the best. As for what's happening here, well, we'll amass on the border here of Avernus. We'll move down to the road area of the border to make things a little better. And let's actually advance now with our scouts, as was the original plan. So, our main group can stay behind them, and these scouts are going to start building a road out this way, because I want to have a look at what's going on over in this direction as well. How far down are we? We are near Leofric Shale territory, so if we can find his capital and a route to the to his capital from underground, that would be awesome. So Nidgart's down there. We could also send some of our armies. So what I can do is I can actually move my giant here. Hold on, I have an idea. An idea that's going to require us to actually recruit some more units. But that's fine. That's what we do. Let's actually recruit a Tyrant Knight right here. It's going to take 3 turns to finish. That's okay. And we'll recruit another Dark Knight. And what I'm going to do is drop probably the Dark Warrior and one of the Dread Spider Hatchlings off. Or just the Dark Warrior and one of the Watchers, perhaps. And leave them as the garrison here. And basically attack Avernus with that unit, with that army. And then I can attack it from both sides, and I can move all of these armies down here to attack Nidgard directly. Because we'll be in position to attack Nidgard quite soon. But let's amass our forces properly. So, we're going to move you here. Asha Shadowbiter, you're going to lead that army over there. And Asha Shadowbiter, you're predominantly running an infantry-based army. So actually, you know, because Asha Shadowbiter is such a beast, I think it would make sense if she adopts Caustic Worm as her personal advisor and bodyguard. They have a very similar leadership style, which is go in and hit them very hard. So perhaps Caustic Worm, you know, it's a bit of a demotion, but at the same time, he gets to act as the advisor to our Champion of Darkness. So it's also kind of a promotion. You know, maybe General Caustic Worm, son of Caustic Worm, doesn't have quite the cognitive functions required to properly lead an army. But at the same time, you know, he's there as a symbol. He's a powerful symbol, and I think that powerful symbol should go to Asha Shadowbiter, because that, you know, that's kind of her thing. I will put 2 Watchers in her army, as usual. Which leaves this force here, so why don't we amass these 2 together? It'll be 2 Tyrant Knights, an Astral Serpent, and 2 Warlocks. That army's looking good. This army is looking okay. We can probably ditch the Warg and the Hell Pig in the garrison here and move the Watcher into that army, but we'll see. As for that, that's all looking good. You can advance a little here. Should we recruit anything? Perhaps we should recruit a Tyrant Knight. Let's do it. It'll take 6 turns, though, so that's a little long. It's a little long. But checking our Imperium, because I want to get the There was something that I wanted. Ooh, this may solve our mana problem. And our research problem. Let's just get this for now. I wanted something else. This one. Teleportation Mastery. Armies are restored to full hit points and regain 50% of their move points. Nah, I don't need that now, though. Mana from the teleporters is nice, but let's get this. That's solid. And we're earning a ton of Imperium, so we're looking good. How is the situation with Crick's Heart Eater? We can declare a very justified war if we want to. We're gonna hold off on that for now. And we're looking pretty good here. We're earning a ton of mana. So any spells we want to cast right now? Oh, this is the unit enchantment, Havoc Magic. Yeah, this is just dealing random negative status effects. It's good, but... And we already have Joy Siphoners. I don't know why we can cast it again. Like, what we have active right now. Wait, we don't have Joy Siphoners active. Why is it... I'm confused. We'll just cast it again. Just to make sure that it is properly active. I think there may just be a tooltip problem or something. Because with Intimidation Aura and Joy Siphoners, that's going to be pretty mean. Yeah, like, we have it here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's going to stack twice. It'll cost us double the amount. But if it stacks twice, maybe it'll also apply twice. Which, at that point, you know what? Fine. I'm willing to accept that bug as a feature. Alright, we've ended our turn. Well, from the looks of it, we have randomly acquired this new province here, which also has made us acquire a new Spirit Wolf, which, again, we don't need these. They're just really expensive and are not thematic for us, so I will sell them. And, alright. Here. Continue our advancement. We can build this farm down here. Should be pretty good. I don't want to build further south because, that's going to interfere with the Sacral Infestation's territory. So, I am going to build this pasture right here. And Occult Accord has been completed. So from there, we could get Poison Magic, which would further increase our Poison Magic. Ah, and it's done. Alright, great. Then from there, Awaken Instincts. All units heal 15 temporary hit points, regain all action points, and go berserk. I don't like it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to shuffle this. Final Ultimatum. Yeah, I like this. That was cool. We're gonna get Final Ultimatum. And we've produced our Mana Obelisk. Are all of our cities still producing something? Building something, I should say. Summoning Well here is almost done, so let's get something ready here. We don't really need these foresters here, because they're not connected to the spider hives. So I can replace these foresters with better options. Like, we could build a Witch Coven here for 5 food and 10 knowledge. Grants different potion buffs to visiting armies. Interesting. Or we construct a Spelljammer. That's going to cost us mana, though. Or a Dark Forge. Extra gold income. For adjacent quarry or mine. Unfortunately, they don't have the best positions. I could build one here. Because this counts as a... What is the Doom Depth Trench? Counts as a conduit. Never mind. I could build it in place of this Wildlife Sanctuary. Yeah, I don't need 2 wildlife sanctuaries. So, I think I'm going to build it in place of that one. Dark Forge. No, but that... No. In place of this one. 1 quarry, 1 mine. That'll be fine. Let's do it. It's going to be extra gold. So, we'll construct this right there. Replace this sanctuary with a dark forge. Okay, and the rest of our cities are looking good. We don't have units being produced everywhere, but that's okay. Because we want to have this ready. I could already queue it up. Just so that I don't accidentally spend the gold on anything else. I think I'm going to do that. Now we're no longer filthy rich. And, yeah, we can continue mobilizing our troops here. Can I actually click on my armies? Thank you. Ooh, we could move the Shadow Legionnaires into Asha Shadowbiter's army. Although, maybe not. Mal Isa's army is looking okay. The Warlocks here, I think I'm going to have join that garrison. They don't really contribute much to our army. We'll move here. As far as what's going on here, let's actually remove the warg. Don't need them. Ooh, no, hold on. This is a low-maintenance warg, so I'll hold on to it. We'll move it up there, along with the Hell Pigs. And instead, what we're going to do is we could grant you an Astral Serpent, though you buff up animal units, so I think it's better if, we don't really have any proper animal units here still, that are ready to, move around. Could conjure one, but who knows what we're gonna get. I'm a little skeptical. You know what? Caustic Worm? I think Caustic Worm, unfortunately, is going to have to go and keep an eye out on, Nah. We came up with this whole cool thematic reason for Caustic Worm to be the pet of Asha Shadowbiter. We'll hold on to that. So what I'll do instead is have, my Dark Knights join Mal Isa. I think that'll be fine. And then what we can do here is move one of our Watchers out. And have both of our Dark Knights in this army. Our Watcher can come up to here. And this will be like our Astral Nightmare army. Put another Watcher there. Cool. Warlocks, Watchers, Astral Serpents. I'm probably gonna actually move the Warlocks. We need more melee units, that's the problem. We absolutely need more melee units. We have a Tyrant Knight coming, but honestly it's gonna take a little bit too long to recruit. Like, how long would these take? Some tier 2 units, Night Guards or something. 3 turns. Nah. You know, we'll move our Shadow Legionnaires into here. And I will shift one of the Warlocks into Asha Shadowbiter's army, and that should be good. And then we've got one Watcher into each of these forces. Makes sense that our Seer would have a ton of Watchers. That's kind of her thing. And we'll have a Watcher leading this garrison, I guess. Right? Unless there's something I'd rather have. Not really. Everything else here looks fine. Alright. Yeah, we're looking good. So we'll advance there. Advance here. You advance there. And you advance there. There we go. Advance into the Silver Pond. Okay, we are ready to invade. We're going to hold on to that territory at the moment. And here we are waiting for some units to be recruited. I'm already going to detach some of these troops here. Keep the animals where they are. As for our scouts, they'll continue building roads. Oh, we can't. Shit. You know what? I am actually going to halt the construction of the big fortress here. Get us our money back so that we can actually do that. Down here. Okay. Now the question is, dig down? Yeah, I think I gotta dig down. Can I dig down, though? Yeah, we can. Good. Do it. There is an enemy force there. That's a monster den, so we're gonna be Do I do this? Maybe I don't. I don't know if I can stop it now. No, I can. Okay. Don't go that way yet. We're gonna dig this way. Or we're gonna advance this way, I should say. Ah, look. There is an enemy force. We could take them out to get some experience. It is a dangerous force, admittedly. These are mostly support units. The Astral Serpent is... it's a thing. That, though, is interesting. And there's a city ruin here. But no, like, this would be a cool place to build an outpost. Actually, if we put it right here, we would be able to get the mana and the golden lair. This isn't the worst place for a city, actually. I mean, it would be a congested city, unfortunately. Like, we can't really expand much. This would be a risky battle to fight, though there's ways we can even those odds. By, say, dropping, some spells. Anyways, Occult Accord. What's that gonna do? I want to find out. Then I also want to do poison magic. Get some more, transformations going on. Ah, we've got ourselves a, an ice spider. Just a regular old ice spider. You know what? Head this way, join up with the fire giant. Pull here. We'll fight them soon. Ooh, we have a corrupt soul here also. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited for these guys. And, do I start raiding? If I start raiding, they'll draw us into war immediately, and I do not want to fight that until I've got some backup. So, we'll wait. In the meantime, just sit here, guard the road on the enemy border. And our troops here? Well, we've got our pathway. That's good. That's a place we can excavate down into this big cavern down there. Perhaps. Not sure if it's a full excavation. There we go. Underground passage. Perfect. So if we build a teleporter right here, this is going to be awesome, because this underground passage is going to put us very close to Helix Hold, which is one of the cities of Mustafa ibn Nazir and the Brass Dominion, which I think will be a pretty good place to attack. And there's all these different resources here. Like, if you could build over these roads or these, like, land bridges, this wouldn't be a terrible place to build a city in. If you could actually clear out the, this stuff somehow, if there's ever a, terraforming spell that allows you to do that, that would be really cool. Perhaps I'll look around and see if that is, but I will do that in the next episode, because right now, I think this episode is becoming long enough. Let's first do our Joy Siphoners. Like, once again, I don't think this actually affected anything, because we already had Joy Siphoners. Alright, well, at least it's out of the way. That was a big waste of mana, unfortunately. Kind of based around a bug. But, so it is. Alright, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave it a like if you have. The next video will be up in a day or two, as per the usual. And we will continue on. Our, you know, we have raised soul to the ground. It is gone. It is now a nice little ruin here, and we now move against Grix Heart-Eater at long last. I've been awaiting her demise after her conniving meddling for so long. It's time we end her once and for all, and allow our other cities to flourish in the ashes of her empire. All right, everybody. Catch you in the next one. Ash Heriter out.